When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to Abram and said to him, I am the God Almighty, walk before me and be blameless, that I may make my covenant between you and me, and may multiply you greatly. Then Abram fell on his face, and God said to him, Behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be the father of a multitude of nations. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham, for I have made you the father of a multitude of nations. I'll make you exceedingly faithful, and I will make you into nations, and kings shall come from you, and I will establish my covenant between you and your offspring after you, throughout their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be God to you and your offspring after you, and I will give you and your offspring after you the land of your sojournings and the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession. I'll be their God. And God said to Abraham, As for you, you shall keep my covenant, as you and your offspring after you, throughout their generation. This is my covenant which you shall keep between me and your offspring after you. Every male amongst you shall be circumcised. You shall be circumcised in the flesh of your foreskins, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you. He who is 8 days old among you shall be circumcised. Every male throughout your generations, whether born in your house or from any foreigner who is not your offspring, both he will be and who is brought with your money shall surely be circumcised. So shall my covenant be in your flesh, an everlasting covenant. Any uncircumcised male who is not circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin shall be cut from his people and has broken my covenant. And God said to Abraham, As for Sarai your wife, you shall not call her name Sarai, but she will be Sarah. I will bless her, and moreover I will give you a son by her. I'll bless you and your people. And then Abraham fell on his face and laughed and said to himself, Shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? Shall Sarah, who is 9 years old, bear a child? And Abraham said to God, Oh, that Shemuel might live before you. Oh, God said, No, but Sarah your wife shall bear your son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I'll establish my covenant with him, and is an everlasting covenant for his offspring after you. As for Ishmael, I have heard, behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and multiply him greatly. He shall father 12 princes, and I will make them into great nations. But I will establish my covenant with Isaac, from whom Sarah shall bear to you at this time next year. When he had finished talking with him, God went up from Abraham. Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all those in his house, and brought with his money every male amongst the men of Abraham's house, and he circumcised the flesh of their foreskins that very day, as God said to him. Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskins, and Ishmael his son was 13 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskins. That very day Abraham and his son Ishmael were circumcised, and the men of his house, those who were born in the house and bought for money, the more foreigner, were circumcised with him. Just another Lord, amen.